Well, what is going on, everyone? Chiefs Kingdom. Well, what a dominating performance tonight as we win 42-21 over the Pittsburgh Steelers in the AFC wildcard round. That's right, 42-21. We move on to the divisional round again. This is the first time in like 4 years that we are playing in the wildcard game, and the first time ever under Mahomes. So that's pretty amazing to think. So and yeah, and I really thought this game was going to be much closer, and that obviously was not the case. So um, yeah, hey, scoreless first quarter, and then the Steelers would take a 7-0 lead as they would score on a fumble recovery. T.J. Watt, who will probably be the Defensive Player of the Year, returned it for 26 yards to give the Steelers a 7-0 lead. And then we would respond after that and tied up at 7. Jerick McKinnon, a 4-yard catch from Mahomes to tie it up at 7. And then later in the second quarter, Byron Pringle, 12-yard catch to put us up 14-7. And we weren't done later in the second. We'd go up 21-7. Travis Kelce would run for 48 yards to put us up 21-7. And so 21 unanswered points after falling behind. And then we would score again on our opening drive of the second half as Mahomes would throw to Nick Allegretti, an offensive lineman who was lined up as an eligible receiver. And the previous play before that was originally ruled a touchdown by Tyreek Hill, but he was marked just short of the end zone. But then on the next play, Mahomes to Allegretti. So that would put us up 28-7, and then the Steelers, after that, would fumble. Willie Gay would recover it. Actually, he would force the fumble recovered by Frank Clark at the Steelers' 29. And then 2 plays later, Tyreek Hill, 31-yard touchdown, plus a 35-7. And then we'd be up 42-14. 2-yard catch, Byron Pringle from Travis Kelce, a little trickery to give us a 42-14 lead. And Steelers would score in what was possibly Ben Roethlisberger's final game. And yeah, so it's had an outstanding career, and it's a very unfortunate way to have his career end. He hasn't officially announced his retirement, but I mean, he's like 40 years old, so really I don't really see him returning next year. But yeah, and the Steelers have just a total of 56 yards rushing. So what a huge day for Jerick McKinnon, running back. Of course, no Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Darrell Williams was questionable, did play, but only had 1 carry. McKinnon, 61 yards on the ground, plus 81 in the air. So, you do the math, that's, over 100 yards. So, yeah, so a huge day for McKinnon. 5 touchdowns thrown by Mahomes. So, just a dominating performance after falling behind 7-0. So, yeah. 400 yards for Mahomes. And yeah, so our defense did great. Uh, as we would have 2 sacks, one by Mike Dana and the other by Wharton. And yeah, 6 tackles each made by L'Jarius Sneed and Nick Bolton. So, um, yeah. So, we will be back in action next Sunday in the divisional playoff when we host the Buffalo Bills in a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. And the Bills last night dominated the Patriots. Uh, they scored on like 6 straight possessions. So it was going to be one tough game, and they have had arguably the best defense in the league this year. And when we first played them in October, they just dominated us. So definitely trying to get revenge. So, but we scored 40 points on them in I think 40 points on them in the AFC title game last year. So we'll see. So yeah, that's next Sunday. Also earlier, the 49ers upset the Dallas Cowboys in a wild ending. So congratulations to them, as well as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Tom Brady moving on. They beat the Philadelphia Eagles. So till next Sunday against Buffalo, Counter Speaker saying, "Go Chiefs."